Well, hello, my angels. Welcome, Cancer, to your reading. This is going to be for the 18th to the 24th. So this week that I'm posting, it was my birthday week last week, so I did not work. But anyway, we move. Let's see what's going on for you guys. All right. I actually have a different spread that I want to use this week, so I need your feedback, Cancer. Let me know if this feels better than the last readings I've been doing. I just wanted to move things around and shift things up a little bit. It helps with the energy, to be honest. But anyway, let's see. Usually, if you're not new to the channel, you know that I love to let cards fly out. But this time, I'm going to split the deck into 3, and then I'm going to put them back together again in a different order. Then I'm going to lay it out in my spread. And I wish I had 2 cameras to show you. And I know I could show you on this camera and let you guys forget about my face. But that's just not what I'm ready to sacrifice. Let's pull your cards out for you. Alrighty. Alright, for Cancer, please. Ooh, I just love this spread. Personally, I like it. I'm still working with it, getting used to it, but I do love it. So, right, we're going to speak about past influences first and foremost so that we can move away from that energy and very flowy storyline. Basically, your past energy that may be influencing you still this week is a 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so this may be to do with your finances predominantly. Some of you may have dealt with rejection, maybe you have a bit of like an abandonment wound, and that may be something that's coming through. But the first message I actually want to say, it feels more to do with your finances. There may have been some financial loss in the past that's still affecting you. Maybe you feel like you've taken a big hit in your finances. So within this week, I do believe that that's something that may still be impacting you, but it does seem from your reading that this is not going to be for much longer. So we will dive into what that may mean afterwards. But some of you, this could also be in terms of your inner child, as you can see here. Some of you are feeling at a loss, at a lack. Some of you may feel like something is missing in your life. And again, this is past energy. There is a bit of a shift from that, so I would say that you're coming out of that, but there may still be that energy that's still lingering, and something that wanted to be spoken about during a reading, so that's fine. I'm going to clarify some of your cards for you, of course. So let's clarify that 5 of Pentacles in your past energy. The Hierophant, it could be pertaining to, again, commitments or relationships. So in terms of finances, maybe there were just some bills to pay, people that we may have owed money to. This also feels like in your relationships, you may be feeling very left out in the cold when it comes down to maybe somebody that you're in a marriage with or a partnership with or a contract with. Okay, maybe some of you, there may have been somebody who kind of went against some. For some of you, very specific scenario that's coming through here is like maybe somebody like went ahead without you. It feels like somebody, maybe you had like commitments or you had promises, maybe they did it with somebody else and not you, and that's a bit of that abandonment wound. This feels, again, this is past energy. If this again, yeah, so like, why am I stuttering? For some of you as well, like, I have a very weird message coming through, but the Hierophant is, is a priest. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is usually 2 people left out of the church. So some of you may feel like a little bit like outside the spiritual community, and maybe you want in, but maybe feeling a little bit like you're not accepted or accepted as part of a community. Some of you may be dealing with the fact that you feel, some of you may struggle with deep inner child feelings of not feeling part of a community, not feeling loved enough to be a part of a community, of feeling different from everybody else. Like that's very deep meaning coming through there. In your current energy though, so moving away from that, something that you are dealing with, and I do see something that you will be coming away from, which is lovely. We'll be dealing with that throughout this week, and probably like it's inner child stuff for most of you, so it's something that may need some time, especially if it's money too. It needs time to build that back up again. We are not looking for like getting rich quick schemes, that never works really. Cancer, like I really Your reading is strange to me. For some reason, it's not flowing as nicely as I want it to. But again, it takes some time. And that's what the Hierophant represents as well. It's like a commitment. It's about something that we need to commit to. Maybe you might be actually getting a new job and commitment, and that actually might help you come out of this, which is nice. Your current energy this week is the Nine of Cups, so you will be finding yourself in a very wishful position, a position where you're actually getting the things that you're asking for, so that's good. It's a card of feeling happy, feeling content with the things that you've got, and feeling that you are achieving, so that's very lovely, very different from that past energy. So it's safe to say that emotionally you're going to be in a different state, maybe not exactly financially or whatever you feel like you've lost in the past, but you do feel a lot happier in your present situation, Cancer. That's because you're in alignment to what you're supposed to be at this time. Chariot is about moving forward, moving on. Some of you could be getting a new vehicle. Some of you could be finally getting that like green light to move forward, to pursue something. Again, the Chariot chases the star. So I want to say that you've put in a really good amount of work to achieve a dream or a goal, and there will be more dreams and goals that you will also achieve. It's really important though, Cancer, that we have balance, which I believe you already do, because this is coming up in your current energy, so that's nice. Some of you, there could be some movement coming through, and that's something that's coming up as a wish fulfillment, whether that's moving home, whether that is traveling, feels more of a road trip if anything else, but this is very good just for maybe that movement is just good for you in general, like moving, like me, like I said in the beginning, of moving the energy and changing things up. Maybe you changed something up and then a manifestation happened a lot quicker than it did before. So maybe this is you changing things up too with me. Great. We're in alignment, Cancer. So something that your higher self wants you to be more aligned to this week is your truth. So for a lot of you, I think this is you getting truth and clarity, you taking truth even when it's painful. For others, like another message that's coming through as well is that this is you standing your truth, figuring out what that is. Some of you are gaining truth and clarity. Some of you may be speaking your truth to others here, and that actually may be coming through to people will be giving you an apology because of that. Some of you need to honor your inner child in a voice, because again, there is a part of you that feels unheard, unseen, unheard. Page of Cups is coming through as a blockage of that truth. So for some of you, one thing I will say is when speaking your truth, it's very important to come in with facts and not feelings. Feelings are valid, absolutely they are. They need addressing, they need understanding, they need to be heard. That's why our inner child is always there. Like, it needs to be looked at, addressed, heard, given attention to, so that we can work out where this is coming from. Because Page of Cups coming through here is like a trigger, an emotional trigger, being a blockage to your truth. Some of you may be easily susceptible to manipulation. Pay attention to that. The reason why I'm saying that is because the Page of Cups, if it's not you and your own emotions kind of like getting in the way of your truth, it's somebody else's emotions getting in the way of the truth as well. Somebody's emotions somebody may be expressing their emotions and they're this and they're that, they're hurt, blah, 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 they need your help. But it goes against your morals, or like for whatever reason, it just feels like somebody's in this childish state and it's blocking your truth, blocking your alignment, blocking you from seeing something, whether it's intentional or not. I think you do need to protect yourself from the people that you have around you, Cancer. Some of you need to stand up for yourself. If you feel that something is wrong, or like if you feel strongly about something, don't let other people guilt trip you into thinking that it's wrong or incorrect. Your truth is your truth. It deserves to be heard, even if somebody disagrees with it. Because the Page of Cups coming through, I feel for some of you that's somebody else. Like, it's almost like somebody's emotions are getting in. Yeah. What else can I say? I'm a bit of like a broken record in your reading, Cancer. Sorry. Your reading's not flowing as great as other readings, but I think it's because the message is just a little bit more delicate than the others. It just feels like there is some emotion blocking your truth, whether it's yours or somebody else's. There is a feeling that needs to be addressed, but it does not need to be addressed in the sense of delusion. We do not delude ourselves just because our emotions need some of that comfort that may come from that delusion, or somebody else's comfort may come from a delusion. That's not how it works. We face the truth, we deal with the emotions. That's it. All right. Anyway, Ace of Swords. The Knight of Wands, this could be to do with, again, some sort of travel or pursuing something, okay? Your truth may be to do with some sort of like... The Knight of Wands is very good, by the way, for like philosophies and spirituality and your beliefs. It rules the 9th house, Sagittarius, all right? So it does cover those grounds. Maybe it is to do with things that you want to conquer and the things that you want to achieve, but maybe somebody's emotions. Let's clarify. Page of Cups. 8 of Wands. It's like communication that's blocking it. Somebody communicating with you is blocking it. Some of you, this could be a child, very well. It could be a child, and maybe it's not their fault at all. 8 of Wands is not exactly something malicious or intended to be that way. Things will change when it comes down to that for those who are dealing with it, okay? There will be like a conversation between you and somebody. They are going to let you know their emotions, but I think this is your chance to actually stand into alignment with your truth, and that's what they're asking you to do, because this is something that is blocking your creativity, is blocking your flow, should we say, and therefore your abundance. The things you want to achieve, you're putting it on the back burner because somebody is always in need. Like, that's what it feels like. All right, maybe that's part of yourself that feels always in need. Okay, but like I do want to do that, but I really need this, you know. It's like, look at the truth here. Whatever that may be, I don't know. All I'm seeing is cards. All right, your external environment and the influence that it plays in your life is the Hermit. All right, I mean, you could be dealing with a Virgo, but for a lot of you, this kind of just tells me that maybe you're not dealing with a lot of people at this time. This could be a time of like introspection, isolation, looking at things from a higher perspective, figuring out maybe the lessons that other people, you know, taught you in terms of your environment. Some of you are very grown, let's just say, and it's not to do with your age, but it is to do with your like mentality. It's to do with your understanding of life. The Hermit is somebody who is a very good observer and learns through not only their own journey but also other people's, and that's what you're kind of embodying here, is Hermit energy. There may be a mentor coming into your life very soon, whether it's just in the form of a friend or form of a lover. There will be some advice that comes through that's going to be very significant to you. It's coming from somebody who carries a very elder spirit, or elder, they just look like an elder, whatever that is. But this person's going to give you some very, very good advice. That Queen of Swords being there, and it's to do with a new beginning here. Setting your boundaries, speaking your truth. You're going to hear something or come to the realization of something, and it is going to make you feel very powerful. And whatever has been blocking you, even if it didn't intend to, you're going to learn how to stand in your truth and be able to stand in that without needing other people's reassurance of that truth. All right. Your personal energy that the universe wants you to focus on is the Fool card. So this is good. This is asking for you to be a bit more flirtatious with starting new things, doing new things with new paths. The Fool card speaks of a new journey. It's good to do this. It's good to be in tune enough to take a leap of faith, even when other people would feel like that's the craziest thing for you to do. Like, this is about your relationship with the universe, which is good. But one thing I will say as well is like, learn how to balance that with maybe being naive. As we said before, somebody could be using emotions to block you. Again, I don't know whether it's purposefully or not, or whether it's an internal thing that's happening. Again, maybe it's not. It just wants to be heard. It just wants to be seen. It doesn't want to block you or block your path. But it may just be something that, you know, is demanding something. Somebody is demanding, or there is a part of yourself that's demanding something first. Anyway, whatever it is, be careful of being too naive when taking leaps of faith. But at the same time, know when the universe is calling for you to change things up a little bit, all right, Cancer? And I do see you going on a new path. That can be scary. It does feel like it's something new that you've never done before, but it is going to open up new horizons for you. Just make sure you speak your truth. Make sure you put people in their place, especially if it's in a workplace, for example. Somebody may constantly be trying to go like, hey, like, I need your help, when your job is not to do that, but because they really need it, you started to let them do that, and now they're pushing your boundaries and not respecting it when it's placed. So now we have to, okay, recognize where I may have went wrong and let this person overstep it. Now I'm gonna put my foot down and go, actually, that's not what I'm here to do. I've actually got other things, you know. It's even to that kind of extent. All right, what's something that you can't see? Well, it's the High Priestess. It feels like there is a fated event that will be happening. This could be a secret, of course, with the High Priestess. Let's clarify. High Priestess, clarifying the High Priestess. Like, come on. All right, for Cancer, what is something that Cancer cannot see right now to do with the High Priestess, please? Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is nostalgia. Again, this could be in a child. Maybe you're not realizing that where your past may still be impacting you. All right. Something that you may not see right now may be a secret that's unfolding. That's something that may have happened a while ago that you're only just discovering now and you did not expect it. All right. High Priestess is about secrets. Is about the book of, you know, the universe and, you know, past, present, and future. And it's also maybe somebody that you've not spoken to for a while, if that's the case for a lot of you, okay? Somebody may be coming through that you did not see coming through, and it's to do with your past. Maybe it's an old friend, old lover, somebody from your childhood, whatever it may be. So some of the past is coming through. That's something that you can't see happening. Can't see coming. Like, what's wrong with me in your reading? What's going on? All right. So in your near future, you have the Magician, which is beautiful. This is lovely. This is you manifesting. This is you recognizing that you have all the tools. This may be coming from the fact that not only are things manifesting now for you, but also because now that you're standing in your truth a lot more, that you're feeling a lot more powerful with that Magician energy, okay? So a lot of the time we feel like we need this, and that before we can be happy or before we can manifest. But the Magician says that you have everything that you need right now to manifest whatever it is that you want. All right, you have all the tools. It's already within us. It's not about your materialistic stuff. It's about where your heart is, where your mind is, where your mindset is, and your connection with the universe. All right, and how much you trust it. All right, it's a bit of like a beautiful equation with that Magician energy. In your distant future, so expect some manifestations to come to life. Expect to feel a lot more powerful about the things that you're able to create. In a distant future, you're definitely manifesting in some wealth. Whatever wealth looks like to you, Cancer, this could be materialistic, could be financial wealth. This could be, you know, in terms of emotional wealth. This could be health, you know, wealth in terms of health. For a lot of you, whatever it is that you are manifesting or wanting to bring to life, maybe it's multiple things with the Nine of Pentacles. You are going to have an abundance of it, all right? So this is really good. Some of you could be growing like your own vegetables, or I'm seeing something to do with like eating cleaner, or something to do with the foods that you eat is a lot more like planned or like organized, or like maybe you're eating all the right things. Like, I don't know, something about that in the distant future is coming up for you. So maybe you're taking your health more seriously. But the Nine of Pentacles is good. Your work will be paying off. Financially, you're going to be in a better state than you have been in the past, which is good. Slowly but surely, you are increasing that. So it's all good to see. And your advice and what you need to hear right now is to stay on top of those emotions. For some of you, you may have a secret admirer. If the King of Cups represents somebody else around you, this is somebody who loves you, who wants to get to know you if you don't know them, but somebody who definitely feels sweet when they're around you. It's a sweet energy. The way that they see you is very sweet. It warms their hearts. They may not show it, but this person does feel it, all right? But if that's you, Cancer, then again, you're gaining control over your emotions. You're feeling more loving, and you're ready to give your heart to somebody. All right? Well, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. I hope to see you guys next time. That is your reading. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys was that If you're into meditation or wanting to get back into meditation, if you've lost track of it or never started, then there's a very lovely app that I'm in a partnership with and have been for a while, but I always forget to mention it in my readings because I don't like doing it, like, because I don't like the criticism that I get from it sometimes. But I actually have reached a point where I don't care. Like, it's actually an app that I love to use. It's an app that I really stand for. So if you want to meditate, if you want to do some breath work, if you want to try it out, then there's a free trial link down below in the description. If you like it, great. There is a 25% off with that same link. So once you've done the free trial, it would then go on to that 25% off. All right, but if not, you can just cancel it and let bygones be bygones, and that's all. There's no risk involved. All right. There's breathwork on there, ASMR, sleep sounds, hypnotherapy. It's got a lot on there. Chakras, whatever it is that you need. CBT as well. So it's very good in terms of that. But anyway, check it out down below. I also have a video on it on my page from a while ago. When I first started the partnership and when I first found it, which was amazing. For me personally, you can see on the video, I don't need to explain how it impacted me, and is still impacting me because there's a video on it. But anyway, I love you guys. I wish you all the best, Cancer, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.